Years into this game, and I'm still finding things that make me stop and say, wait, I never caught that. Whether you're fresh off the stagecoach or you've been riding these trails for a while, there's always something worth rediscovering. I personally missed half of these on my first playthrough, so consider this a catch-up session. I remember the first time I stumbled onto one of these spots. I thought I was just wandering aimlessly, but it turned out the game had been holding out on me the whole time. Tip 1. Enterable properties. Many buildings across the map are actually enterable, and Downs Ranch is a perfect example. The front door will be locked, but that's only the first obstacle. Shoot out the window, climb through, and you'll find useful loot waiting inside. Don't just ride past these places. They're worth the detour.
While you're exploring the property, make sure you also check out the barn. Inside, you can find moonshine, a cigarette card, and several other collectibles worth grabbing. Don't just ride past these places, they're worth the detour. Tip 2. Fishing rod plus eagle eye. Here's something that flies under the radar. Pulling out your fishing rod actually causes more fish to appear in the nearby water. On top of that, if you activate eagle eye while holding the rod, you can spot every fish in the area with total clarity. It makes the whole process far more efficient and honestly, more satisfying. Tip 3. Bounty clearing trick. Carrying a bounty in New Hanover. Here's an unusual way to deal with it. Head to the border between New Hanover and Ambarino. Commit a visible crime, like killing an NPC, then carry the body across into Ambarino before it gets reported. A witness needs to see it and call in bounty hunters. When they arrive, surrender immediately, and make sure you're standing in Ambarino when you do.
You got a real problem, don't you? You're a sick bastard.
Give yourself up or die! Okay, you got me. Oh, you give yourself up right now!
Since Ambarino has no prison, they'll transport you to the Valentine jail in New Hanover. Once released, your original bounty is completely cleared, no money lost. It doesn't land every single time, but the success rate is high enough that it's always worth the attempt.
Time to go, boy.
I see you there. Give me a minute, please. Good on you. Get a fresh start.
Tip 4. Perfect pelts on mission animals. This one is genuinely valuable for crafters. In missions featuring animals, the Granger mission is a great example. Nearly every animal on site carries a perfect pelt, but only if you use the correct weapon. For pigs, use a repeater or a standard bow with regular arrows. For chickens, you'll need a bow loaded with small game arrows. The animals also respawn each time you ride off and return, so you can keep farming feathers and pelts from the same spot indefinitely. Tip 5. Random camp horses. If you come across a random camp in the wild, take a look at the horses tied up there. Leave the area and come back, and a different breed often spawns in their place. You won't find elite horses this way, but breeds like the American Standard Bred or the Appaloosa do show up. Solid mounts worth grabbing if you need one without spending a dime. Tip 6. The lamp mechanic. Here's more of an observation than a tip. When Arthur gets into a fight while holding a lamp, he automatically clips it to his belt to free up his hands, which is actually a smart design choice. The issue is you can't trigger this yourself on demand. Once the fight ends, he simply takes it back in hand. A small limitation on an otherwise clever detail.
Let me go, come on! You made a mistake getting on the bad side of the law. Let's go, boy.
Tip 7. Ginseng farming plus fine shotgun. At a specific location, you can pick up a fine shotgun alongside a solid supply of ginseng. The ginseng respawns every time you leave and return, making it a reliable farming spot if you need it regularly.
Tip 8. Downs Hat Experiment. Here's an interesting mission quirk. When you approach Downs, he collapses into the mud almost immediately. Instead of grabbing him right away, try going for the hat that falls off his head. You'll find it's not interactable. Skip the beating entirely and just threaten him. After a short wait, a cutscene will trigger on its own. Just be sure to finish the mission before returning to Downs Ranch, or you'll trigger a fail state. After completing it, I went back to check whether the hat had reappeared, and it was gone entirely. A curious little detail worth knowing about. And that's a wrap for today's ride. Hopefully at least one of these was new to you or jogged a memory you'd buried. Drop a comment and let me know which one got you. Likes and subscriptions keep this going, and I'll catch you in the next one. Stay sharp out there.